Hey everyone, welcome back to Nails by Sora. Today is going to be a straight dip process using gel liquids, and I'm using Beryl and Tadpole, which are actually very similar to each other. One is a micro glitter and one is a chunky glitter, but they both are very similar in that they're iridescent, kind of like, not, they're like a thicker plastic versus a metal flake, which actually made it easier to work with in one way and harder to work with in another. But they're by Diva and Dauphine, and I had gotten them almost a year ago now and never used them. So I was very excited to use them this time. I almost kind of wish though that I had used a different one other than Tadpole, because since it is so similar, I didn't realize it, to Beryl. I wish I'd used something that was less of a glitter and more of a maybe like a mica shimmer versus another glitter. But the reason why I say they were both easy and hard to work with is because since they are a less flexible material, it was very difficult to get them to lay flat so that I could do multiple layers and then file them without achieving a really thick profile. My nails did turn out a bit thicker than I ordinarily would have them, especially since my nails are shorter. I think shorter nails tend to be a little bit more bulky with dip powder, but they were also somewhat easier to work with because, or rather, since they're not metal, you can file through them and you don't have any loss of quality with the finished product. With metal glitters, if you cut through or file into the glitter, then you get this, you kind of lose the color because you get whatever the color is on the inside. When you file through these, it's basically just you're shearing off pieces of it, and they're somewhat translucent, so what you see is what you get. So it is a bit of a process to work with. I do love the way my nails turned out in the end. I love the way they look. I love the way the light hits it and the way they pick up different colors depending upon how the light hits it. So sometimes you just have to go at it with the mindset that it's worth a little bit of trouble to get the end result that you're looking for, and I think this totally was. So it's a standard process. If you've done glitter nails with gel process, it's no different. You put on your base coat, you dip or pour into your powder, and then you cure as usual. Then using a stiff scrubby brush, you brush off the excess powder or glitter, and then you go in with your second coat. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't have any cross-contamination between the different dip powders. So I did Beryl first on the 3 nails on my left hand that I was applying it to. I went through the full process of curing, and then I switched to Tadpole to do the other 2 fingers. Now I am using my Sidewinder to flash cure because I didn't want to have to keep putting my hand in and out of the UV lamp. So it was easier just to cure for 10 seconds, 1 nail, get it flash cured, and then go on to the other 2. So this is the point at which it will take a little bit of patience to rework the profile of your nail. And it works in favor of these glitters, as I was saying before, that they're semi-transparent and reflective, so you're not dealing with a metal glitter that you're going to cut into and possibly ruin by using your nail file on top of it. So I did go in and I put another layer of gel base coat and cured so that I would have some protection and have that buildup of the different glitters between the two layers. But then I did go in and I filed it smooth so that I would be able to go on and finish the nail with another base and top coat. I used my DGel, which is a builder gel, so that way it built up a little bit more thickness to protect the glitters below, and I could do a little bit more aggressive filing without taking off more than I wanted to when I was reshaping the nail. I know a lot of people go in and they use clear dip powder to build up a protective layer between the glitter and their filing. I tend not to do so when I'm doing gel process because I've heard a lot of people have issues with clear dip powder getting cloudy and ruining the final product of the manicure or the final look of the manicure, and I didn't want to go through that. I also didn't want to add more layers on top. I'd rather just add a clear layer that I can then file through versus adding more dip powder on top of an already somewhat bulky nail. So that's what I did. As you saw, I already shaped and refiled the nail, and now I'm going in with another coat of builder gel just to even it out. I did wipe the nail with some isopropyl alcohol before going in with the builder gel just to make sure that there's no dust on the nail that's going to prevent it from creating a secure bond. So now I'm going on with Tadpole, and it's going to be the same process as with Beryl. The only difference being that I won't have to do as aggressive a filing job as I did because they're not the chunky glitters, they're micro. So it's going to be base coat, pour over, then cure. Then I'm going to base coat, lay my finger into the powder, cure, and then base coat and top coat to finish off the manicure. So that's going to do it for this video. I'm just going to finish off with some cuticle liquid by Madame Glam. This one is Elixir. And that's all for now. Thank you everyone so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments or questions, anything that I didn't cover or anything you need clarification on, please put it in the description, in the comment section below, and all the information for the products will be in the description box below. Please do give me a like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you always know when new videos are available. And I will see you in the next video.